Okay, so we are going to make something that my sister wanted to make. I've never made it before, and I've never heard of anyone making it before, so we're just gonna see how this goes. Yeah. What we're doing today is blueberry muffin brownies. You know how they have like those cookie brownie blends where it's like the brownie and then the cookie dough on top and they kind of blended in like that. Blueberry muffins. And I'm going to use mixes because we have them. I got these at the dollar store, literally $1. So I'm going to use the Betty Crocker fudge brownie mix and the Marie Callender's blueberry muffin mix. So I am going to make the brownies first. And what I'm going to do is, I don't have scissors. I'm all over the place. I'm a mess. But I'm going to put this, I've already preheated my oven to 350, and I'm going to put this mix in. And instead of vegetable oil, which it calls for, I am going to use melted butter because that is better. I don't know if you could use melted margarine, but melted margarine is basically melted butter with like a little added in. I am also going to just, and then I need to add the melted butter, and I'm going to add these eggs are stuck in here, so I'm just going to crack open the egg. Okay, well, this egg is frozen, which is a thing I did not know was possible. So I'm going to put this egg in a ramekin or something to deal with later. Don't worry, I have more eggs. You can freeze an egg. That's news to me. I guess it makes sense. Most things are mostly water. You can freeze a person. You can freeze a chicken. Why couldn't you freeze an egg? So, fear for nothing, I bought some eggs today. I just have to find them. Give me a minute. Okay, found my egg. So we're going to put in one egg. And we subbed in melted butter instead of oil. For this case, it was 1/3 of a cup. So we're going to put in one egg. And 2 tablespoons of water. All right. So, just in case you weren't sure, it's brownie mix, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of water. And we're going to add, we're just going to add a little something to make it special. We're just going to add 2 quick turns of salt. You can just shake in salt. And just a little bit of good vanilla, by which I mean real vanilla. So just 1, not even a capful, like half a capful. Actually, you know what? Whole capful. Let's just go crazy. Good vanilla makes everything better. And so does just a little bit of sea salt. Right. And we're just going to mix it with this. The package says to mix it 50 times, but that sounds like a lot of work and I'm not going to do it. So we're just going to mix it until everything is wet. It's not that doing it 50 times sounds like a lot of work, it's that counting it out to 50 times sounds like way more work than I'm willing to do. And at this point, we're just going to add in some chocolate chips. Just not a lot. You don't want to add too many. Like, I know it sounds like with chocolate chips, the more the better, but it kind of ruins the texture if it's just like 90% chocolate chips. So it's about third a cup, and you get this nice, I don't know if you can see this nice like texture. So there's like plenty of brownie in there with your chocolate chips. So we've got this very wide pan. Would normally be way too much for this little bit of brownie mix. And I've already greased it with olive oil because I don't have cooking spray, so I just put in a little bit of olive oil and like took a paper towel and like rubbed it, which is what you should do if you don't have cooking spray. So we're just gonna take and put this brownie mix into the pan. And this normally would be too big of a pan for this little bit of brownie mix, which I think I already said, because the mix says 8 by 8 square pan, and this is, I believe, a 9 by 11, which, like I said, it's I think maybe an 8 by 12. Either way, it's too big for this size, but we're gonna layer in that good muffin on top. So, let me see, how long are we gonna, so the brownies are supposed to cook longer than the muffins. So we're gonna bake the brownies for a little bit first, but because we put them in a really wide pan, we're only gonna do like, let's say 5 minutes, maybe 10. Let's say 5 minutes. Can always do more, never less. So let's say 5 minutes to start. And I'll see what it looks like then. So you see my pan. Okay. So we're just gonna pop that in the oven for 5 minutes, and then we're going to make the muffin mix. And we're just gonna set this timer for 5 minutes. Alright, and now we're gonna do this. Okay, so here we are. Right. Now we're just going to put this in. Okay. So we're going to do these muffins, the mix. And we're going to get 1 egg. Where is my 1/3 of a cup measure? All right, so we're gonna do 1/3 of a cup, and because I can't find my 1/3 cup measure, I'm gonna use it and measure out 80 milliliters, which is 1/3 of a cup. Fun fact. That's too much. Just right. Now we're just gonna pour that in there. Now I have to wash this. I have so many dishes to do. I already did dishes like twice today. I have to do more dishes. It's because I cook. I made chili earlier. I tried to record a video for y'all, but my phone overheated and it shut off and it lost all my progress. And I'm pretty salty about it, honestly. Yep. So now it's called for 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, and we're going to use melted butter instead. This is not totally melted. Give me 1 second. Just give me a minute. Oh. And we're just going to pour that in there. Shake it so we get all that buttery goodness out. And we're going to whisk it. The other one we stirred with a spoon. This we're going to whisk until it's nice and smooth. Like that. So it says okay, so I was apparently supposed to mix the milk and egg and butter first, but oh well. We're just going to whisk that again. We're not going to try and over mix it or else it'll get tough. And we're just going to add again a little bit of the good vanilla. Like this. Like, say, 1/2 cup. And just, for this one, just like 1 turn of seasoning. I find a lot of sweet recipes don't add enough salt, and I really feel like that's doing a huge disservice because a little salt enhances the sweetness. Just like in a lot of other dishes, in a lot of savory dishes, you just want to put a touch of sugar. A little contrast is good for this whole. We're going to check on these brownies. And, I want them to be a bit more done. So we're just going to set it for 3 more minutes. Which gives us time to do a little bit more. So I am going to shake in just a little bit of chocolate chips. We're just going to very gently mix these in using the whisk because I already used the spoon. This was my sister's idea. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I hope it turns out good. But you know what? We'll see. So this is just our blueberry chocolate chip muffin mix that's going to go on our brownies. So we've got, I'm just going to take this and throw this away. But, so this is our blueberry chocolate chip muffin mix. And we're just going to set it right here. And I'm going to eat like 3 chocolate chips because nobody's down here to stop me. And one went down my dress. But that's how this always goes. Alright. So, we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds on that. I'm going to look at it again. Okay. So, I will be with you in 1 minute. All right, so we have 20 seconds on the clock. I put out this towel instead of another hot pad because I only have 2 hot pads. I really need to get my life together. I really do. But we're kind of just striking out a little bit. Not totally for the first time on our own, but we moved out of a shared household recently. And so we lost a lot of our like shared supplies, especially like kitchen stuff, because that belonged to the other person that we live with. I'm gonna pull out the brownies. Okay. Yeah, those are about not quite half done, which is what I want. All right, so I'm gonna use this because I'm fixing to put this in the chocolate anyway. I don't think it really matters. I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna scoop and just drop little dollops of this right into that brownie batter. I'd like to emphasize once more that this was my sister's idea. I do not know how I feel about it, very frankly. And now we're gonna turn up the temperature to 400. So if you were counting, that was 7 minutes total on the brownies by themselves at 350, and we're just turning the temperature up to 400 now. We're just trying to get as much of that good batter on top here. So I'm gonna cut this into 6 brownies. When it's done. And there we go. Right. There we go. Let me just show you. You can see, I don't want to tilt it too much, but you can see. All right, so we're just going to pop that back in. We are going to set the timer for 15 minutes. So I will see you in 15 minutes. Okay, dears. It's actually a bit less than 15 minutes, more like 13. But it is done, and I'm going to bring it out, and it actually smells really, really, really good. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. It is not done. So we're just gonna pop that back in for like a couple more minutes. So I put the toothpick in and it came out clean for the muffins, but not quite. Clean for the brownies, like, okay. Look. So if I pop it in there, see, clean. There, clean. But if I do it right in the middle, okay. If I do it in the brownie part, it's not clean at all. So we're just gonna pop it in. Maybe next time I should bake the brownies for a little bit longer before, but these muffin tops aren't quite golden brown and springy enough, so I think we can spare maybe, let's say 5 more minutes. The brownies are gooey, that's good. We're just gonna give it 5 more minutes. All right, see you in 5 minutes. All right, we are back. So we have finished, and these are a good bit. So you'll see the muffin tops are about as done as I care for them to be. They're nice golden brown, the muffin part, and the brownie is, you'll see, like, I'm just gonna clean. less clean. Clean. So in some places it's still a little wet, kind of gooey, but it's good. It's good at this point. So what we're gonna do now is, before I cut it, we're just gonna let it cool for a little while. Let's say 10 minutes. So you'll see it looks really nice. But before we cut it, we're just gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. So we're just gonna do that and let it kind of come to a general coolness. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, it's been a little more than 10 minutes. It's nice and still warm. Still warm, but not like too hot. You see I'm touching it. So I'm just going to, I've kind of already cut it a little bit to see if it would cut smooth, and I'm just going to cut, instead of cutting in like traditional very sharp squares, I'm just going to kind of cut between the muffin bits. And see, it's still pretty gooey. That's my issue. So I don't really know how to rate this experiment, but we'll just see how it tastes. So I'm going to get a plate. Spatula. I'm just going to it's pretty gooey. See? Get a fork. Pretty gooey. So next time I think I need to bake the brownie part longer. See? It's really good though. Absolutely delicious. Really, really good. Better than I thought it would be. So yeah, I'd say brownie muffins are a success. Chocolate chip blueberry brownie muffins, my sister's idea. I tried it out. Made a few mistakes, but pretty good. And yeah, not sorry I tried it. Alright guys, until next time, take care of yourselves.